Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. We are back and better than ever. If you're feeling like you have the shape of an L on your forehead, you can become an all-star by completing your exam jams and more. Big game coming up, boys and girls. Giddy up! All right, so now let's get to the solution for exam jam number 8, shall we? A gift from the IB Mathematics Higher Level deities. All right. We need to prove that this equation has two distinct real roots for all values of k, element of the real numbers. Well, it's so easy. That would mean that the discriminant must be greater than 0. Yes, that implies two distinct real roots. I'm abbreviating. Don't you do that. Okay. So that's going to be b squared minus 4ac, and we need to show that's greater than 0. So that would be 2k squared minus 4 times 3 times, now c is k minus 1, boys and girls. Don't be fooled. All right, and that's going to be 4k squared minus 12k plus 12. So what do we do with that? I thought of two things immediately. First thing I thought of was completing the square. So this would be 4 times k squared minus 3k. And then I'm going to say out here that this is plus 12. Right? I'm just going to factor it out of this doohickey and leave this alone because I'm completing the square. So then this would be completing the square, k squared minus 3k. To figure out what we're going to add here, I take, excuse me, the coefficient of my middle term and divide it by 2. So negative 3/2 squared is positive 9/4. Yes. Plus 12, but remember to compensate for that, I am actually adding 4 times 9/4. Okay, so to compensate for that and make this equality true, I must subtract 4 times 9/4, which is simply 9, and this is going to be 4 times k minus 3/2, the quantity squared plus 3. Which implies that delta is greater than 0, which implies always two distinct real roots. All right. The other thing you could do is just do a quick sketch of this. So I'll just put an or. I think the mark scheme has another way. So you can, here again, you can say delta greater than 0 and be done with it. This is just a sketch. Part B, find the value of k for which the two roots of the equation are closest together. Well, that's going to occur when k, when the discriminant is at a minimum. Okay, well, where is it at a minimum? It's at a minimum at the value of x that is the minimum of the mother function. Okay, well, that's just gonna, that's so simple, it's so easy. Not the mother function, the discriminant. So I'm going to look at this guy right here again, and I'm just going to say, well, obviously that occurs on the axis of symmetry of the parabola. So that's going to be x equals negative b over 2a, which is equal to positive 12 over 8, which is, this should be k, by the way. So K equals 12/8. So that happens when K is equal to 3/2. You have to admit that was a gift, an easy 7 points. You don't want to miss the easy ones. And I know you won't because you are all-stars. So let's go out with that. Let's get the show on. Let's get paid with a 7. I am out.